How's it going everyone, it's Vivi and welcome back to some more Sly Cooper. For this video, I'd like to rank the main boss battles from Sly 2 by their difficulty. The way I'm gonna go at it is I'm gonna start from the easiest to the most hardest, and of course this is just how I feel about it, okay? So with that being said, let's get started. So the first member of the Klaww Gang who comes at number 5 would be Bosson. At first, when entering this battle, it probably came off as overwhelming is not the right term to be using. I mean, you're playing as Bentley, then you wonder, okay, we're not using Sly, we're not using his cane, we're not playing as Murray, we're not using any of his punches, we're using Bentley. Okay, what steps should I take first? I mean, this isn't Sly swinging his cane around. This time, you have 3 buttons to press: square, triangle, or circle. You wonder which one should be pressed at what point. This battle has more than one phase. Phase 1, you simply have to avoid Bosson on his own and use the traps by clicking on either of the 3 buttons on your controller. Phase 2, he calls in his guards. Phase 3, he starts throwing dynamite, but no guards. Phase 4, you got dynamite and his guards. The difficulty of this boss fight is simply to avoid him ramming into you, his guards, and dynamite. Also, if you're not careful, you might get hit by those traps you triggered. Half your HP is gone, if you're not careful. Now, why is Bosson at number 5, you might say? Because you can cheese through it. Simply turn around in circles and keep activating the fire trap with square. He'll always be walking in circles near the center. You can do just about the same with the other buttons, and the damage output from the traps is all the same. So that's it for number 5, let's move on to number 4, Contessa. This one relies on patience and dodging skills. Her scissor move, call it, doesn't have that long of a reach. Well, if she had a long reach with that move, she'd constantly fall off, unless she would be designed in a way where she wouldn't fall off. But if you're not careful and spam the square button too long, you know, swinging Sly's cane around too much, you'll get damage, that's for sure. This boss has 2 phases, both on rooftops. The first phase is you dodging and swinging your cane just enough before she comes homing in on you. If she runs into you and you get hit, that's a good amount of HP gone. She throws spiders at you. You can easily get rid of those by swinging your cane once. The spiders serve as mere distraction. Make sure to lure them in a spot where Contessa won't reach you. Once you swing your cane 4 times, not all at once of course, she flies away and you deal a lot of damage. You don't deal damage by regular cane attacks, only once you reach 4. If you're lucky, you can swing your cane 3 times in a row, but be careful. Phase 2, same thing except she now has hypno powers. This will slow you down and you can't attack and do anything. If you want a quick escape from it, you can sacrifice HP by getting hit by the spiders. Of course, if you don't have a lot of HP left and you intentionally get hit by the spiders, it's not that good of an idea. So yeah, that's basically why I put Contessa at number 4. Dodge, patience, and you know, you'll get there. Number 3, Demitri. Same concept as Contessa, where you swing your cane 4 times to deal damage. Swing too many times, you'll get a tail twirl, let's call it that, which eats a good chunk of your HP. He also can slide or punch you. I mean, he comes closer to you with a punch, also causing some good damage. Some might say, but hey, compared to Contessa, the area is much bigger, so it's safer. Au contraire, Demitri can be fast on his feet. The way he teleports, his laser attack, by the way, if you aren't hiding or don't have enough time to hide, high chance you're going to get hit by that laser move. So yeah, Demitri comes at number 3. It's similar to Contessa, but his laser move, if you aren't careful, if you're too slow, if you don't have enough time to take cover, you'll get hit very easily. Number 2, Klaww, or Neela, if you want to go with that. Let me start off by saying phase 2 of this battle is a breeze. Paraglider part, okay, it's not that hard. Once you land on her, you swing your cane onto both eyes. There's like so little HP left that this can be done in under a minute. Like, it's a breeze. I don't know about you, but for me it was. The reason I put her at number 2 is phase 1. Easy. The classic point and shoot avoid obstacles extravaganza. First time I reached this part, it took me a couple of tries, because I didn't realize you could deactivate the rings by attacking its sides once. If you attack it twice, you deactivate it and then reactivate it. If you have more than one ring coming at you, you might accidentally reactivate the one that's in front. Not only do you have rings to take care of, you have to keep an eye out for other flying projectiles coming your way. You have to aim well, that's 1, and 2, make sure your cannon doesn't overheat when you need it. At a point it might get overwhelming with the turrets and everything, the rings. You'll spam the cannon and oh no, why did I do that? The rings can be tricky. They do deal a lot of damage. So Klaww comes at number 2. The rings can be very tricky and you really gotta keep an eye out on the whole area, the whole screen. Number 1, Rajan. Although the toughest one for me, I have to say this is my favorite boss fight out of the bunch. We're not just talking about swinging your cane and dodging. We have the Murray relying on his punches, that's 1, and 2, this one has a lot of stuff to deal with. You need the ability to tackle so many things going on at once. To deal damage, you have to punch him 3 times. And compared to Contessa and Demitri who had 4 hit points, I mean this guy has 3. He's harder to dodge. And I understand why they went with 3. There's a high chance of being hit. That's what I mean. You really have to find the right window of opportunity. His attacks consist of a spinning move, hammer move with a long reach, by the way, and his lightning move. See, this one is where it gets really tough for me. While you're successfully attacking him, let's say, you might not have enough time to avoid that lightning attack on the ground. You have to find a safe zone. When you're punching him, you gotta make sure you're near a safe point, cause once he does that lightning move, oh boy. Not only that, at a point he'll send in his troops. They 1, attack you from the back, and 2, they can dodge the lightning move. Not all the time, but they can do it. There's also friendly fire, which is hilarious. I mean, he brings in his troops and decides to attack him. Okay, that still doesn't increase your chances at survival if you're not careful enough. You can lure him onto the outer ring, by the way, but that's so much of a hassle and it doesn't feel rewarding. The damage dealt, I mean, it's very low. So with that being said, guys, that is why Rajan is at number 1. Maybe Klaww was harder for some of you, maybe you would have put Klaww at number 1. But for me, Rajan, there's simply so many things you gotta take into account and keep an eye out for. So yeah, there you go, folks. So if you feel like it, in the comment section, give me your own order of difficulty for these bosses. Do you agree or disagree? Would you replace one with another? What do you think? Leave all of your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, I've been VV and thank you so much for watching.